Hey everyone, Imran, Web Squadron. It is. Don't know what I've done to my strap here. Just trying to tighten it. It's Wednesday. I've been busy editing, so I did loads of videos yesterday. So today, this morning has been full on editing. So I've still got to edit one more video to close off a lot of the Bricks 101, which it doesn't fully end on Friday. There'll be one more video for Saturday. Hey Maddie, hope you're okay. Um, but yeah, very, very, very busy with just editing mode at the moment. Hey Gene, how are you? Hope you're in. I know you're watching the Bricks 101 videos, and I'm glad they're helping you out. I gotta say, big thank you again for watching them and all of that. I've got a mark on my shirt here. Yeah, so yeah, I say thank you, for watching and all of that. Hey Nick, hope you're all right. Hey John, catch strapped. Oh, that's a very good one, John. I like that. Hey Charlie, hey Eddie as well. Yeah, I've got I'm just trying to close off the bricks videos this week so I can move on to some other stuff as well. Um, Yeah, I've got a lot on actually because we've got a client we're working with tomorrow on improving their page speed performance of their website. That's going to be really heavy going because their website, the homepage is littered with loads of stuff. So trying to improve the page speed on that is going to be just a tiny bit difficult, but we will do what we got. And hey to Hokangas, how you doing? Hey Yash, hey X. Nice one, Gene. And today's video was the menu anchors. It's really easy to do once you know how to do it in Bricks. Tomorrow's video will be the post archive and the single post template, two separate videos. Friday's video is the loop builder, and Saturday's video is the page speed performance for Bricks and how you can do a little bit more to improve it without having to install loads and loads of plugins and stuff like that. Yes, Eddie. So at the moment, with Bricks, so with rank math and Bricks, so whatever you build on Bricks will feed to the rank math. So in rank math in WordPress, you have a tab called SEO analysis that will feed through OK. However, the rank math field integrated into Bricks, a bit like what we have with Elementor, there is no date for that at the moment. I can also confirm that there is no date yet set for the Croco block either. And I have checked this with Thomas from Bricks, and I've checked this with Lana from Croco Block as well. They both had similar answers. Bear in mind, though, that a lot of the developers for Croco Block are based in the Ukraine. Okay, you got to remember that. So every day is a little bit unpredictable, and they are up against it at the moment. So things are slower than maybe anyone would like. However, that's just the way it is. So at the moment, Bricks and Rank Math, we don't have the full-on integration like what we do with Elemental, and Crockablock is gonna happen. There is no date yet. Neither party wants to give me or commit to a date yet, so it's not happening. November the 10th, Elemental have a webinar where they're going over 3.8, and it looks quite juicy, doesn't it? It looks like we're going to get a bit more detail about their release map, the loop builder, a bit more about Flex Container, which will probably just be in beta mode. So we're going to have to still wait 5 or 6 months until the final mode, I reckon. Hey, yeah, Jimmy, the lighting is kind of off. I mean, I've only got a light over here on, just up here, so it can light my face, but I've got the window open and the sun's coming through. So that's all it is. That's all it is, really. My hair's a bit weird today. My hair's not flopping the right way. I hope you've watched the latest video we also put out, which was the Apple continuity camera using your Apple phone versus the re-incubate camo using another phone. So this is my phone, and this is my wife's old phone. Okay, so there's my phone and my wife's old Apple phone there. And the Insta360 link. So I did a comparison where you could see 3 screens at the same time, and you could see the quality and the effect of the lighting. So the lighting was consistent and the cameras were really close to each other, but you got different variations in the shot and the quality. So if you haven't watched it, I would do that. No, Eddie, I don't think, well, Elemental 3.8, I've got a feeling it's going to be out around, you know, November 10 is when we're getting this webinar from them. Saturnish, hi, hope you're all right. Hey, Gary. Yeah, I mean, there is no date set yet. It was announced quite a while ago with Crocker-Block and Bricks about the integration, but it's not happened yet. I think it is going to happen pretty soon, though. Yeah, so Charlie, what did you, I mean, what did you, I mean, I've already seen your comment, Charlie, but what did you feel was the clear winner? What did you feel like was the clear winner? Eddie, it probably will still be late October, but they tend to do the webinars like a week after it comes out anyway. So, because by the time they do the webinar, everyone's got it. So it's not like they're going, oh, we're now going to show you something that you have not got. They do the webinar when you've got it, so you can now go and play and look at it as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah. So Charlie's gone for the Insta360. Peter's gone for the Apple. So what I found was the Apple camera. So here's the thing, right, Peter? What you saw on screen was a smaller shot, right? So you would have seen something like. In fact, I think I can enable it. Let me just see if I can enable it. Let me just see if I can enable it, and I'll show you what's happening if I go to... No, it's not going to work. Let me see if I can get it to work. Hold on a second. No, it's not working now. Damn it. Yeah. I was going to try and get it to work. So the continuity camera does actually have some bugs, I have to be honest. Yeah, you do need Ventura to make it work. You need to install Ventura, which is now the final version, has been released, so you can have a look at it. The problem with what I have found is the continuity camera is a little bit buggy. Sometimes you have to completely turn your phone off to make it work. And what I would say, Peter, is that if you were viewing it on a full screen, the continuity camera does not allow 4K quality, which for me is a bit of a problem because I want 4K quality. My camera is 4K. Where's the 4K? You know, where is the 4K? Where the 4K is the 4K, right? Federico, hey, hope you're all right. Any tips on selling online courses on WordPress Elementor? Well, I think one thing you've got to do is you've got to build your reputation as someone who knows what they're talking about, number one. Number two, you've got to have a bit of an audience. If you just come out there, hey, Dave Den, if you just come out there and just say, hey, yeah, I've got a course, unless people trust you, hey, Dominic, unless people trust you, Federico, people will often ignore you. So it's a lot of it is about what are the credentials, and you can't just say, oh, I build websites for 20 years. No one really cares about that. Hey, Jason, it's more about what can you... Is my phone on? Hold on, let me just turn this phone on. There you go. Francisco, how you doing? A lot of it comes down to like who are you? Are you active on social media? Are you active on YouTube? Have you ever done a guest post? Have you been a guest member of a show? Are you part of any forums where people trust your what you say or what you provide? Let me just put the lighting on here a bit. You know, do people, you know, who knows you, for instance? So you got to have a think about stuff like that. Did you send me an email, Dominic? Did you send me an email? I think you did, didn't you? Or did I? You might need to send me that email again. Why is 4K so important? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why 4K is important, yeah? You know when you're looking at a video on your mobile phone, right? Then 480 or 720 is perfectly fine. 480 is okay for portrait. 720 on a landscape is perfectly fine. When you're looking at it on a laptop screen, 1080 is perfectly fine. When you're, however, looking at a 1080 video on a 29 or a 30-inch screen or whatever, 22, 23, or like what I've got, when you're looking at it on a big screen, 1080p does not cut it, Charlie. 1080p now looks like a 720p. It's like, you know, if you watch a 720p video on your laptop screen, you go, ooh, and you want to get it to 1080, right? When you're looking at a 1080 on a bigger screen or a normal, you know, a decent sized screen, your 1080 will now look like 720. And the 4K can make a big, big difference as to the quality of what you see. Hey, Mass Stigma, how are you doing? Are you all right? Sorry, I've just got to unlock my camera here. Right, so I'm just going to show you again the quality of the cameras, okay? So just bear with me a moment. I hope this works. Hold on a minute. I'm just trying something out here, okay? Right. So, the camera you're looking at now is the Insta360. Okay, this is the Insta360. This is the continuity camera. Can you see the difference? The depth, the contrast ratio is pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. The only issue I have, I mean, by the way, though, this has got, in fact, I just need to take some filters off. There we go. Right. So this is now the, what you're looking at now is the Apple camera. This is the Apple camera, right? This is the Apple camera. This is the Insta360. And I have to say, the Apple continuity camera, I mean, what do you like? So, Dominic, I've got some more videos coming out today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and then we are kind of done on it for now. Okay, so I want you all to kind of just give me your opinion, okay? This is video number 1. This is video number 1, right? This is the Insta360 link. This is video number 2. This is video number 2. This is the Apple continuity camera, right? Looking at the Apple continuity camera now. And all of a sudden, there's a sharpness, isn't there, to the camera? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'd love to get your take and opinions of this. And I think the best way to kind of explain it really is, how do I explain it? Yeah, if you look at the Mandalorian helmet over there, look at the Mandalorian helmet, right? This is with the Insta360 link, right? That's the Insta360 link. That is now with the continuity camera. But the continuity camera is not 4K. The continuity camera is not in 4K. And it's... you know, it's not in 4K. That's my problem. Hey, Stacy. Exactly, Sanatish. The 4K allows you to zoom in a lot better. I mean, the trouble is, though, what I can do, though, to the... let me just show you. I can add in some color correction, actually. So if I just default this, I can... I can maybe just basically make it a bit darker. I'm just trying to affect the color shading. I'm just messing around with the shading now of the skin color-ish. I don't know, it's a bit difficult. You've really got to play around with the color of this to make it kind of work for you. Sorry, I'm messing around now rather than talking to you all. So this is the Insta360, and I could mess around with the colors of this a lot more. This is the continuity camera, and I am really just trying to understand which one is better. I'll tell you what, can you look at this bottle down here? Look at this bottle here, right? Look over here. Look here, right? You're going to see a sparkle, right? When I go to the continuity camera, can you see here? There's a sparkle there. Can you see that? There's a bit of a sparkle. So it's a tricky one, this. This is really, really tricky because you've got to play around with the lighting to make the lighting look kind of right. This is what's really weird, Eddie. The continuity camera is not 4K, but everybody likes it better. Now, why am I wasting your time with all of this talk and conversation about the continuity camera? Why am I doing this? My Insta360, okay? So this Insta360 is £320. I can return this to Amazon. I can return this to Amazon, right? And get my £320 back. So I'm debating with myself, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? The problem I've got is that what you're seeing now, what you see here with the Apple continuity camera, obviously you got to change the warmth. You got to change the warmth on it. I've got to change the saturation, right? Don't get me wrong. I've got to really mess around with that because the saturation is all over the place on this. It's just too saturated. In fact, I'm going to drop it down a bit, something like that. On a full screen, though, please don't be fooled by this, okay? If you're now viewing this on a full screen and I was recording, right, this is not going to come out as 4K. And I'm just trying to get my head around why is it that our iPhones, okay, you know, when you go to your iPhone setting, you set your camera to 4K. It does not stream in 4K. What is this all about? What is this all about? Right? Stacey, sorry, you asked a question, Stacey. Really, really sorry there. Let me get back to you. By the way, I'm turning off this camera because I don't need to have it on. Let me just turn this camera off, disconnect. There we go. Stacey's question, are you going to be using Elementor? Right, I'm still using Elementor. I will not be using Flexbox Container until the final Flexbox Container is out, mainly because things could change. So I would say, if I'm really honest, okay, if I'm really, really honest, does it really matter? Does it really matter? And that's how you've got to look at it. How much does it matter? Does that make sense? So if you got your website and you're not doing anything fantastical, Flexbox Container you can get away with now. However, what if you build a website for you or a client, Stacey, and then the final version of Flexbox Container comes out and your entire website goes... It breaks, it cracks, it leaks. How much work is that going to take? Yeah, we've heard of Spectra. Dave Foyer's got a tutorial on that just come out. So Peter is a professional cameraman. Very good point, Peter. 4K can make things look worse as well. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jason, I've probably missed what you've said there. You said a $199 conclusion. Was that an answer to someone that someone said? Yeah, I mean, very true, Peter. 1080p can be just as good. I mean, I am... There's something about the Insta360, right? Where, what did you think of the desktop view? I'm not going to do it now because I've just disconnected everything. But you know the desktop view on this is brilliant. You've seen what I can do with this, right? The continuity camera desktop view was shockingly bad. Shockingly bad, right? Mohammed Ibrahim Sheikh, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm feeling really good. I'm hyped up. Been rocking out videos for Bricks 101. Got to finish off a few today. And then I'm moving on to about 20 videos for Atarim. And they'll be coming out for the next 5 weeks. Drip fed out. You're getting a lot of spam emails. Okay, Akismet is now an old thing, right? I don't think Akismet is reliable. Here's my advice for your anti-spam. Recapture. If you're not going to do recapture, in your elemental form, can you put in 4 honeypots? Put in 4 honeypot fields and say city, country, I don't know, postcode, something else. Give them real names. No one can see them. If the bots fill them in, they'll get caught and out they go, all right? Alex has just posted a welcome message to the plant. In fact, we need to make the plant shine a bit, don't we? Should we make the plant shine a bit? Let's make the plant shine. Are we ready? Boom. There we go. The plant is now in the spotlight. Right, the plant is now in the spotlight. Okay? Whoop. Let me go. There we go. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Peter. Here's the thing, okay? So this is where my thinking is going, and Peter makes a really good point. Peter's on. By the way, Peter, how are you doing? How are you doing, Peter? Technically, I could use one of these as my webcam. I have my wife's old phone, right? Because she's got a new one now. She doesn't need... This is the XR. I could, if I want, right, put this on a tripod, right, like that. And when I'm in a video call, literally, I could just go like this, couldn't I? I could just what's the word? Jump between the phones. I could just do that, right? So it's not the end of the world. You would just have another phone on a tripod positioned like that. So the camera is pointing down. And I could do that. What's the benefit? £320 back in my pocket. What would you do? Go on, let's find out. What would you do? Would you ditch that and make do with other ways of getting around it? And let go of the fact that you don't get the full 4K? What would you do? So yeah, Alex, this is a Soda Stream, by the way. Pepsi Max Soda Stream inside a sparkling mineral bottle. But Honeypot, I mean, with Honeypot, you will still get some spam, but I get very little spam now. Very, very little. I would say, Jason, weigh it up. How many clients do you have on Elementor where you provide a license? How many? If it is like zilch or next to nothing, then maybe try something else. That being said, who's to say that Elemental does not improve and get better? Who's to say in a year's time, anyone who leaves Elemental now kind of goes, I wish I'd stuck with it. So the variables in the future, we just can't predict, can we? Okay, good, Peter. Okay, clear to go. Interesting, they found nothing. So, obviously, hopefully you're okay. Exactly, Peter. Webcam, you've got it. You've got old iPads. As long as you can get iOS 16 on them, you could, use them as well, right? And I would like to think that Apple will make the continuity camera better. I don't understand why. Sorry, I'm wrong. I do understand why, but at the same time, I don't. Re-incubate camo and the Apple continuity camera do not stream 4K. They stop at 1080p. Why? You got 4K quality, right? I'm streaming. Just pull it through. What is the beef? What is the problem? Because I can quite easily, if I've done a video in 4K, I can send it to my machine, my MacBook, using AirPlay wirelessly, and it goes. So what's the problem with if I connect a wire for me to stream 4K? Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? And guess what I'm doing this afternoon when I pick up my son from school? Guess what I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? Well, I'm not sure, Peter. I'm not sure about the buffer size. But what do you think I'm doing this afternoon? Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to the Apple store with my son. And I'm going to ask their geniuses this question. I'm going to go, right. Okay. 14K Pro Max phone. Your best phone you got out there, right? 48 megapixel camera rear, blah-de-blah-de-blah, shit, all of that. Why can't you get the 4K? Well, the thing is, Dave, is when you're viewing, when I say stream in 4K, what I mean is when I'm recording, and I'm recording onto my MacBook. No, Jimmy, I am not sending you a bank transfer. I wish I could, Jimmy. I'd send it back to myself, in fact. When you're viewing YouTube videos or stuff on a bigger screen, so let me show you what I mean, right? Let me show you what I mean. Just hold on a moment. Where's my settings? Let me show you what I mean, right? Okay. So, just hold on a moment. I'm just going to move my camera. Look, my tissue box. There's my training gear, that board I don't use. Right, so over here, you see this screen here? Right? That screen is when I'm sometimes doing my weights or doing cardio. I'll have YouTube videos on here, right? Look, there's all my models. Oh, look. See this image? I made this image. I made it. In fact, it might be better if I go around the other way. Hello. Right, let me go back round. No, that was better the other way, wasn't it? Where am I going? Let me go back again. I'm going to get you all dizzy now, aren't I? Here we go. I made this image. Anyway, this screen, if you're viewing a video that's not in 4K on a big screen, this is a 32-inch TV screen I have it on when I'm watching stuff. Whoop. It does not look as good. Doesn't look as good. You know, the quality's not fully there. But anyway. What do you mean switch to toggle, Peter? Whoa, Peter, what do you mean switch to toggle? There's a toggle, Peter? What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, Jason, you got to weigh it up, innit? You know, you got to weigh it up with, like, what's going to happen in the future? Is it worth not having it? What if Elemental going up the price later on? Because the cost of breakdowns is high. The cost of bricks, when they stop doing the lifetime deal, maybe that might be high as well. And Elemental might suddenly go, oh, you know what? We're charging $49 for a license. We need to up it to $99. What if they suddenly go and do that and it completely changes the model and stuff like that? So I would say have a good think about what is important. By the way, don't forget to hit like if you have not hit like already, okay? It massively helps the YouTube algorithm, okay? Massively. Oh, all right, Peter. God, you had me there. I bet you now, Peter, and everyone, if I go into the Apple store later and I say to them, can you show me the continuity camera using the latest Apple iPhone Pro Max, or even the Pro? The Pro actually is fine as well. The Pro Max is just bigger screen. The Apple iPhone 14 Pro. I bet you they'll go, no, we can't. We don't know how to do it. We haven't got Ventura. I have a feeling, right, they ain't going to know what to do. Hey, Andrew, how are you doing? Andrew, what are you up to, mate? I'm going to take a guess. You're either on the verge of acting, watching a movie, gardening, decking, or eating. Which one is it, Andrew? And how are you doing as well? I'm just yeah. So I mean, I am a little bit possessed and obsessive about the whole 4K quality. I really do care about the quality of the lighting, the studio, the sound. I do care about lots and lots of things, and if there's a way that I can boost up the video quality, I will do it. That being said, I don't think many of you have ever had a problem with the quality I'm giving out right now. So 320 back, and it's, you know, we're like, you know, a couple of months away from Christmas. That's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, very true. I mean, it's if you've got the bricks lifetime deal, unlimited websites, technically you could install a license for a client, and you make clear to them that, look, if you ever leave me, that license will be removed. You could do that, right? And you're saving the client money, but it might help to clinch a deal, for instance. You could do that. Andrew just had a water butt delivered. It had a broken tap, and they asked if you still want it. Oh, man. A water butt and the tap at the bottom of the butt is broken, and they're asking you, do you still want it? And I would like to think at this point you probably said, yeah, I do want it. Right? Yeah, I really do want it. One thing I will say though, and I feel like I know I'm talking about the continuity camera a lot here, but there is something I do want to mention though, and you might you'll either understand what I'm talking about or not. But let me just make a point here, okay? There you go. You can see my face, okay? So these are the settings for the Insta360 link, okay? I'm just going to pop this over into 3480 like that. Quality should jump just a tiny bit of a jump there. If I go over to the image settings, if you're using OBS, which is what I use, right, you will have the ability to do stuff like this, brightness, contrast, gamma, and stuff like that. What you don't get in OBS is the temperature here. So you see this value here. Like, look, if I make my temperature really like, or really burning hot even, or you just find the happy medium, which was about there. And then you also have the values over here. So at the minute, the iOS is 1000. I can make it really high. I can make it really low. Let's put it back to 1000. And we also have the shutter speed as well, which you can, I think I had it on 140. Yeah, 140. There we go. So you can start to adjust. Was it one? No, I had it on 150, didn't I? Yeah, there you go. I had it on 150. So you can adjust things. Now, you don't get this. And this is the other thing that's making me go, well, you know, what do I really want to go for? You know, I mean, like, there's so much variation and stuff I mean, this is ridiculous now, stupid what I'm doing here. Let me just reset that. So there's stuff you can do. And, yeah, that's my only problem with the continuity camera. And I know I'm going on about it a lot, but my problem with it is that you don't really get a lot of good settings with it. Did I say iOS? Sorry, I meant ISO. Not iOS, sorry. ISO. Sorry about that. Yeah. Right, okay, just check the comments. Yeah, Eddie, take care, mate. See you soon. Sorry, I've just seen you say bye. Take it easy. Nice one, Mohammed. Hey, Mohammed, that's really nice of you to say that. You've just won the award for the best comment of the day. Or at this moment in time. Yeah, and a very good point, Peter. And in fact, 4K quality, right? You know, the size of the video recording is huge. The size of the video recording is huge, right? Way too big sometimes. And sometimes it's bigger than it needs to be. Like, I could record a 10-minute video and it's like 10 gigabytes, and you kind of go, flipping heck. And when you're editing it and when you're uploading it to YouTube, it probably takes 4 times. No, it takes it's about 10 times as long to process in YouTube and be ready for release, which is a pain in the ass because it takes ages. Yeah, that's right, Andrew. Take the water butt. Take the water butt. That's what you need to do. Spectra seems to be under the same company. Yes, I think they are they? You mean Brainstorm, Francisco? Is it Brain? No, hold on. Is it Brainstorm or Brain Force? One of those two, right? Yeah, they look after it. I mean, Spectra, I've heard good things about it. Dave Foy has done a course of tutorials on it, but you got to buy the course. But yeah. Do you know what, Maddie? I think that's what I need to do. I think I'll save myself the 320. I think it's sod's law, really. I got this 2 weeks ago, and then the continuity camera came out, and it was like, I wish it had been out earlier. Yeah, and for those of you that have watched the video, did you find it interesting with the side-by-side view of the 3 different tools you could use? Brainstorm Force, that's it. I'm like, it's Brainstorm? Brain Force? Which one is it? It's Brainstorm Force. Yeah, so, but yeah, I found it quite interesting the way I did that with the different screens like that. I thought it was quite amusing a little bit to have the different devices on. I thought that was quite, not ingenious, but I thought it was quite cool. Especially as like you were basically seeing me record or talk at the same time. And did you notice the re-incubate camo, the sound was not in sync, and that's because it was being sent to my machine via wirelessly. If you do anything wirelessly, you will have a drop. Sometimes there's a lag between the sound and the visuals, so always watch about that. I would say, Francisco, that if I was going to use Gutenberg, I'm more likely to use Generate Press than Spectra. Mainly because the Generate Press, there's more tutorials and community support. Yeah, Peter, the camo was, basically it was because the Insta360 was connected via cable. The continuity camera was connected via cable. The re-incubate camo was done wirelessly. So because it was wireless, there was like a half a second lag, about half a second, I think. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Jimmy, there. I think I'm just coming round to the fact that maybe I don't need to worry so much about the whole desktop view thing. And as long as I can get the camera to be set up to give me the visuals that I'm getting kind of now. But what I really want to do, though, is... Can I ask, does anyone here have the iPhone 14 Pro? Does anyone here have the iPhone 14 Pro? Did you hear me? Does anyone here have the iPhone 14 Pro? So yeah, Francisco, Generate Press, right? Dave Foy's got tutorials on it. Paul from WP Tuts will have tutorials on it. He's got more coming out on Generate Press. The admin bar, Kyle Van Hoosen, the admin bar, he's got loads of tutorials on Generate Press. There's more resources. How many resources are there for Spectra? And so if you're trying to learn and stuff like that, I would say, you know, there's not many there. Everyone's going, no, 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 no. I'm really hoping someone's going to turn up and go, yes, I've got the iPhone 14 Pro. Kasim, when you say you need a tutorial, okay, have you seen my site tutorials? Have you seen my site tutorials? Let me show you. Let me pull them up for you, okay? Just wait a minute. Let me get you the right one. When it actually allows me in. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So what you need to do, right, is you need to go here. Let me show you where you need to go, right? Where are they? Here we go. Copy link address. Right. So so this one is for Kasim. Okay, Kasim, you need to go here, right? Go to that. Oh, man. Can't paste it. Wait, hold on a minute. Right, Kasim, you need to go to that link, okay? And that is my site tutorial. Oops, that's my site tutorials link. And in there's about 3 videos for Flexbox Container. You can't miss them. They're called Flexbox Container. Flexbox, you can't miss it, okay? I've got different styles, okay? Go and have a look at it. Go and have a look at it. Yeah, Francisco, I mean, I would say, yeah, that I'm quite happy with pods or the advanced custom field, so I'm not sure I'm going to go and buy another tool. I'm not sure. And ACF is going to get better, so you don't need to have custom post type. It will all be in one. I hope that's part of their free package, though. Thank you very much, Jimmy, for your lovely comment there about appreciating the time. That I love it. I mean, I'm not saying I want you all to say that, but I love knowing that you guys are happy. Oh, I think you do, Alex. I mean, if you've got an iPad and a Mac Mini, Alex, you really got to go iPhone. I'm telling you now, AirPlay and sending videos and recordings to your, you know, you take a photo and you just go, bloop, send it, or you send a video. It is friggin' easy. Sorry, Peter. I'm really sorry. I keep going, bang. Hey, Brian, how are you? Hit the, smash that like button. So I use advanced custom fields and I use pods. P-O-D-S. Papa, Oscar, Delta, Sierra. Pods. Pods is free. Inside of that, you get the custom post type and the custom field all in one. If you use advanced custom field, you then got to use custom post type UI, which is another plugin. You are a little bit limited as to what you can do with ACF, so you got to have a check between which is the right one. But Pods is free, and you can do quite a lot of stuff in there. Hey, Rajat. No, thanks for you. I mean, I've got into a routine with doing this, mainly because I know it helps the community, especially if we are helping each other out with questions, answers. I don't provide all the answers. So many amazing people on here help provide answers and expertise and stuff like that. So it's one of the reasons I like doing the live chats. Kasim, can you make a tutorial on school management? When you say school management, what do you mean, though? Do you mean like coursework, lessons? Register. I mean, Andrew on here is, I think, Andrew, did you build that website for that school? But when you say school management, what are you thinking of? Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Yeah, I know. I'm still not fully on board with Crock-a-Block, but I do need to play with it. I might play with it more when it's integrated with bricks. Maybe then I will. No, you don't get filtering. Is that what this other tool does? So with you've got to use a separate solution for filtering, which is the problem I have. I really wish they built it with filtering as well. It's a bit of a shame. And even Elementor, you know, they haven't given you a proper widget that you can use as a filter for custom fields, which again I feel like is a massive oversight for lots of page builders out there. Build it in so that we can do that. Yeah, go for it. Santanish has a feature. He's proposing a feature for bricks. A small eye icon. Yeah, I quite like your thinking there. I think that's a really nice one. I mean, they do have the bricks, layout, miscellaneous, and then you have display, or you have non-hidden and all of that. But I do like your thinking. If there was something where you could click it and then it becomes hidden until you then want to make it enabled, I think that would... I do like the idea of that. You know, in the structure, you're basically talking about the structure, right? Where you got your section container and all your items like that. I think that would be a lovely little feature, and if they could integrate that, I think that would be a killer one for them to add on. So I would definitely add that as a potential feature to bricks. No, Jason, I don't think there is a list anywhere that says what's... I don't think there is for bricks at the moment. Okay, look, Kasim, if you're trying to sell a course, what you have you looked at my... Again, Kasim, you got to go to my channel, and I did a video on... let me show you, right? Let me show you. I mean, Kasim, I would definitely recommend that you do need to go to my videos and have a look through there, because we have got one on LMS. So if you were to go in, and I'll pull it up for you. Just bear with me, everyone, while I get this video for him. LMS. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is my damn video? In fact, no, I'll use this one instead. So Kasim, you need to go here, right? But I would definitely recommend that what you need to do is actually go through the videos. Go and look at that one. Paid Membership Pro, it's free. I would definitely recommend using that. I agree, Francisco. There are more and more page builders, and it's going to get worse. Yeah, Dave. I have to say, though, so Maxine's videos from the Bricks Lab, I don't want to say they are complicated, but they are quite detailed, and because of everything I've got going on, I like to do quick videos, get them done, edited, boom, 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 move on to the next thing. I do find that with the Bricks Lab videos, I have to study what they're saying, and sometimes I sort of go, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I am going to have a look through, and maybe I will definitely consider it, because I definitely think some of them do need videos. One of the things they haven't got is they've got text, but there's no video to go alongside it, and I might consider doing something for them for free. Charlie, if you were starting as a web designer, what page builder would you learn? I have to say Elementor. Hey, Kelsey, hope you're okay. I would say, Charlie, that if I was starting out now, I would still recommend Elementor, which is going to surprise a lot of you. But when you think about it, Elementor is dirt easy to learn and get on board with, especially with basic websites. So, you know, if you overlook the bugs or issues or things that people have said, if you are very careful with what you build, you invest in Elementor Pro, you don't use too many add-ons, you're careful with your page speed and all of that and what you put on the website, Elementor works absolutely fine. So I would still recommend it. If you want to do something a bit funkier, then I would probably say consider Bricks. But I would say I would probably say to someone, I don't think I would recommend anyone go to Bricks until they know what they're doing. And that's why I feel like Elementor is the great stepping stone before you jump into Bricks or anything like that. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Wow, Brian's gone Macromedia. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Mel. And this is the thing about Spectra, right? The people behind it, Brainstorm Force and all of that, they do good stuff, but they do also make mistakes as well. Generate Press seems to be got more of a community and more stuff going on. Exactly, yeah, what Dave says there. Elementor is really easy to use, and I always feel like you can jump into Elementor, watch a tutorial, or play around, and away you go. And the cost isn't that high. I mean, come on, the cost is not that high, right? $49 for one license, not that high. Bricks does require a bit more understanding. And if you jump into Bricks without ever using, say, Divi or Elementor or anything else, you might come unstuck because you're going to go, what? Whereas if you've used Elementor and then you go to Bricks, there's a little bit of a learning curve. You're getting used to the fact that some settings are in different places, but you get it, right? You adapt. You know, and the way I see it, yeah, it's like going from a small city car to a big estate or saloon car, even a sports car, right? You know what to do, and then you adapt to the bigger beast or whatever, right? Whereas if all you've ever done is ride a bicycle, that's all you've ever done, right? You've ridden a bicycle, and then you jump to a big sports beast of a car, you're going to go, whoa, I put my foot down and I thought that was the brake. No, you went off. You accelerate. You hit 88 miles per hour and the flux capacitor kicked in. Kelsey, no, I'm not going to share our very first website build. I'm not going to share that. I am not going to share that. Yeah, exactly what Jimmy says there. You know, start off with Elementor before you go to Bricks. Okay. Interesting to read what you said there, Mel. So you're going full Gutenberg. That is pretty interesting. And green shift, obviously, for the motion animations, right? Is that what you're using green shift for more? Or have I got the wrong end of the stick? I seriously, I'm not going to share, Kelsey, our very first website. It's still on our hosting as well. We still host it, but I'm not going to share it because we have moved on leaps and bounds since the very first website. Oh, really, Sinan? I mean, the thing is, though, Sinan, do you think, though, that if you had, without experience, let's just say someone wants to build a website, they want to do it themselves, they're not a web designer, they're not a web builder, this is the first time they're using it, do you think, though, jumping into Bricks, they could get it? Then again, you could say, with our amazing, wonderful, brilliant Bricks 101 video series that we've been putting out for the last, 3 weeks or so, you could argue that those videos are now the stepping stone to building a website. What do you think? Am I talking crap? Am I talking rubbish here? Maybe now you could probably say, because there were videos out there, but they weren't doing, I don't think they were really doing what I've kind of done, the way I've approached it with step by step, start with nothing and now build up, build up, build up. Maybe now with the Bricks 101 videos that are on our YouTube channel, someone could pick up Bricks with no experience of web design and they could jump in. Do you think I'm right there, maybe? Or not? Ernesto, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Nice to hear that, Jimmy. I'm glad they saved your ass. And believe me, my ass needed saving when I was recording them. You don't want to know how many editing I did and how many expletives were coming out of me when I was trying to get some stuff to work. And I was like, what? Oh, it's this bit. Tick. Right, Ernesto, I'm planning to create my own website. My question is, what points are important to highlight on my web? What type contractor info? Well, what is your website about? What is your niche, Ernesto? When it comes to contact info, I think telephone number helps. You can build trust. Email helps. Sharing your social media. So if you've got a Facebook account, Twitter, LinkedIn, again, it allows people to go, oh, well, who is this person? Let me go and check them out. Do I get a friendly vibe off them? Am I going to like them? Oh no, all this person does is post really rude pictures all the time. I don't think they're for me. Do you get what I mean? So you can build up a level of trust. When it comes to SEO, what is your niche? What is your niche kind of thing, right? So for me, it's like, yeah, what is your business? So you're going to build your own website, which I think is really good, by the way. Good on you for doing it. But what is your niche or what is your area? Yeah. We're not working for uncles, Brian. We are not working for uncles. In fact, Sinan, you make a really good point. I mean, I would say one of the reasons why I keep going on about bricks or banging on about it is how you can reduce the need for quite a few optimization plugins. WooCommerce filters, you don't need that. Well, you're basically saving yourself Elementor and Elementor Pro because you're now just using a theme. There's so much you can save, and I think that's the power and the beauty of what Bricks currently offers, isn't it? And if you get it now with the lifetime deal, unlimited websites, lifetime deal, what the heck are you waiting for? I know it's $199. I know deep down in the bottom of your gut, you can feel a rat scraping your intestines out. It's $199, but you pay it once, never again. Unlimited websites by the power of Grayskull. Do you get what I mean? And for a lot of us, I mean, I pay $199 a year for 1,000 licenses with Elementor. We've not even used up 100 yet. And I don't think we ever will, because you clients come and go, don't they? You're always kind of fluctuating a bit. So we're always going to have 900 licenses we never use. We're always going to pay $199 every year. And we can't get out of it because we've got clients. We've got to keep honouring it, right? We've got to keep doing it. And we use Elementor on our website. I still like Elementor, by the way. I still love Elementor. But the Bricks deal, $199, lifetime unlimited, shut the flipping front door and go and get it. Okay, so Ernesto, your niche is web design. So now you got to think about what kind of websites. WooCommerce, appointment, general, boutique websites. Where are you based? Our, small consultants, small businesses, big consultants. You got to think about all of that. And what I would say, Ernesto, though, is that if you are involved in web design, then I definitely think you need to look up and do some research into SEO, because that might be a service you're offering. So you want to make sure you are. You got to make sure that you know what you're offering and what you're doing. Because if you're going to build a website but you don't get SEO, clients will expect us to know that, and you want to offer it to them as an add-on. Hey, here's the cost of your website. Here's the little bit extra if you want us to do your SEO. And it's not the full-blown SEO that stuff like Brian might do as well, but it's like, your keywords, your indexing, your search console, your meta descriptions, your content, your header 1, your header 2, your image alt tags and all of that. So you got to think about a lot of that. At the moment, Jimmy, I've not studied yet the full features of the new update. I do need to look into it, and I'll probably look into it later tonight, and then probably tomorrow's live chat we can talk about it a bit more. Have I thought about creating a course for people starting out? Well, funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. Charlie. Funny. Don't know why my machine's being a bit funny today. Hold on. Funny you should say that, Charlie. But, hey, Catherine, how are you? Right, there you go, Charlie. We were doing courses, we were. What we now have, though, is what we now have. Well, we obviously have our YouTube channel with our videos. Okay, that's where we do a lot of our training of how to do this and how to do that. If you want to understand more about your business, if you want to understand more about your marketing, if you want to understand more about how to get clients, if you want to understand more about our contract, our proposal document, our WooCommerce questions, our maintenance plan, our care plan, that's where you need to go, and that's what you will see. And we're always developing and taking it a step further and adding things to it. Don't forget to hit like if you have not hit like already. Bricks is 199 lifetime, one-off payment, Mark. 199 lifetime. We've got it, Mark. We've got it. We've got it, Mark. Okay, we've got it. We've got the lifetime deal. All right, 199, unlimited. You probably didn't know that, Mark, but we've got it. Okay, we've got it. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Bricks is pretty good, Brian. Nikos, I think the Bricks is better than Elementor, I think, in that aspect, especially with the filtering and the way you can customize the layout. A lot of people were using Woolementor, Woolentor, or Shop Engine, or Themify product filter. Now you can scrap all of that and just do it inside the theme. Catherine, yeah. Don't worry, Catherine. Commenting on the phone is never good fun, right? When you're watching a YouTube video. Sometimes when I'm watching you and I'm walking right on the phone, it's difficult, so I just watch. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a WooCommerce video yet, and I remember I was speaking to Catherine about this a while ago. I haven't had the time to do it, mainly because I've been focusing on other things. Then the Bricks videos all came up, and I wanted to get those done. I've got to do quite a few for Atarim. And then we had a few clients here and there, you know, coming in and out. But eventually I am going to do a much more in-depth video over WooCommerce and Elementor, but starting from scratch. Starting from scratch, right? So I've got to, and I'm going to try and cover off as much as I can in it, you know, like cart abandonment, stuff like the settings, the shipping, even though it's Elementor, what is my preferred product filter plugin, all of that. It could end up being quite a lengthy video, so I might, do I break it down into like 4 or 5 videos, or do I just do one big one? I'm still having a think about that. Absolutely, Sinan, pop-up builder, mega menu, the mobile menu builder, and the grid and all of that. For Bricks, I think they will be pretty good game changers when they bring those out. So Mohammed, you posted a question. Did you? I don't think I saw that one. Can't see it. It's probably up there somewhere. Again, Mohammed, have you not seen our video on free flow? So let me give you a video on free flow, right? Hold on. Right, let me just give you a video on free flow. Just hold on a moment. Let me get it for you. I need to have somewhere where I've got all the videos just listed out everywhere, which is what YouTube is in a way. But let me just get you this video. Just hold on a moment. Here we go. This is the video. And Jimmy will know which video this is. Yeah, Maddie, sounds like a good idea. I think a series might be a good idea. So hopefully that will come soon. There you go. There you go, Mohammed. Go watch that video. You don't need a plugin. Guess what? You don't even need any code. No code. No plugin. Pure Elementor, baby. Pure Elementor. Okay, look, everyone. I'm going to give you all the... You know what's coming up, right? Look. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Mainly because I have got some editing to do. Then I've got to just finish off something. Make sure I'm ready, hopefully, for the client tomorrow for their page speed performance. It's going to be a full day of that. And then I've got to go pick my son up from school. And we got to go to the Apple store because we've got to do questions about continuity camera, which I bet they're not going to be able to answer. Yeah, Jimmy, that video, it's still out there, Jimmy. The free flow video. And in fact, that's the video that I think really helped me and Jimmy to connect. Right, Jimmy? I think that's the video where you were watching videos as well, but I think that really strengthened our connection, right? Oh dear, Andrew. Sorry to hear that. Lemsip. Yes, make sure you feel better. Great. Yeah, take care, Jimmy. Like Maddie. Maddie's question there. Santanish has got a question. Sorry. Can bricks set up... Can I ask you, Satanish, can I ask you to go to the bricks community in Facebook? Go to the bricks community in Facebook. And can you ask them? Because if it's possible, someone might have a better answer for you there. Hey, Barry, end of October, we should get the beta version of Elementor. End of October, we should get Elementor 3.8, which will have the beta version of Flexbox Container and most likely the Loop Builder as well. Hey, thanks, Sinan. Thank you very much. Just Maddie says, can I offer buy one, get one free, which is the BOGO, buy one, get one, and bundle sale items? You can, but you have to think about the plugins you're going to use, and I need to check that out. I might advise you on what to do. No problem, Kelsey. I hope you enjoyed your coffee and your bowl of porridge or whatever you had there. Okay, look, everyone, I am going to shoot off in a moment because I have to get on with editing a video. I've got to then get ready for some stuff happening later and tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, there are 2 more videos landing for bricks, which are the post archive and the single post template. On Friday, we're going to have the loop builder. And on Saturday, there will be a video with bricks and page speed performance. Hey, thank you everyone for watching. Love you all. Take care, look after yourselves, your friends and your family. Go and do something amazing today and make sure you're winning in web design. And if you're not, make tomorrow be that winning day. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.